So it's Katie and it says unknown male, but since they're speaking tag-along, I think we can assume it's one of the brothers. All right. Unknown male. I'll speak in tag-along so no one understands. Catherine, okay. Are you sure you're not involved here? Catherine, I'm not what? Male, are you sure you're not involved? Katie, that I'm not involved? No, I read earlier. Katie, because I met with the lawyer. The male, oh, with the lawyer. Katie, yeah, that he, she, gender not specified, called me, but he, she called me, but here, male. But Kate, I'm telling you, you know that the wife of the one who died? Katie, that's what is being said. The male, the sister. Okay, Wendy. Katie, yeah, I found out just now. Male, we found out when we were reading it here. Then I was looking for it in the newspapers. Katie, And then the male, who is the sibling? Katie, that's why they were saying at the lawyers. How can you say that to me when they don't know each other? Male, yeah. Katie, and stuff. And then what? What has that got to do with me? My God, I feel like I'm reading another language. Male, that's why. Katie, but my number is there with me. But they're saying now. Male, oh, Katie, because I'm here. Katie then spoke to the lawyer because she has someone stupid who knows someone. Male, oh, Katie, who is in prison. Are they talking about Lewis? I don't know. Male, that's why, Katie, that's why. Male, Katie, I don't know if he's saying that he's involved or whatever. Male, that's why. I just want to be sure. When did he last see the one making teeth? Charlie. Katie, a long time ago. The male, okay, are you sure? Yeah. The male, because when he is released, there's reason. Katie, oh. Unknown male, you'll be involved. Katie, that's why, because my only relationship is because I know him. The male, okay, because the story is very, very, so very, very close, very. Katie, that's why I also tell my lawyer, if I don't want this anymore, I'll just drive and the children are with me. I don't want to go back to the house. The male, oh, Catherine, because I don't want to get harassed. And then Catherine, I told her, I'll just go to the police department with you. The male, oh, Katie, if they need to talk to me because I'm the male, okay. And Katie, nobody will. The male, that's why. Katie, having something present because I know. Katie, they want to talk to me about Tuto. The male, oh, Katie, of course. Who else? The male, but you need to tell the lawyer. Katie, the male, find a way to avoid Tuto being transferred from here. He needs to be here because they will take him to. So this must have been between Sigfredo's and Katie's arrest? I didn't see a date on this. Katie, they want to take him there because if they take him there, male, no, nothing. Katie, they tell me because it's high profile. The male, that's why they want to take him there. He shouldn't be sent there. Katie, but I don't. He can't. can't post bond unless he goes there. Unknown male. That's why. Katie, my lawyer is fighting this. So I'm guessing the lawyer was fighting Sigfredo being moved to Tallahassee. I don't know. And I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm reading this. Katie, he knows about it. He knows about it. The male. Yes, we need Katie. He has a good reputation. The male. That's why it needs to be known that those two are siblings. That's his chance. Katie, who are siblings? The male. Siblings, the person you're dating and the person whose husband died, the wife. Katie, but I don't know them. The male. Why? Why not? The dentist? Katie, that's why I know him. The male. Yes. Katie, I don't know the family. Male. That's why. What if because they have money? What if they just want to retaliate? No one saw who killed his sister's husband. Think about it. There's 4 of you. Who's the criminal? Katie, of course. The male. Who can they accuse? Katie, but okay, I told you about his, what's it called? You saw that a long time ago. The male. Yes. Katie, he's a, what's it called? Sentenced to 12 years because it's gang related. So they're talking about Lewis here. Katie. So yeah, I was thinking that because I also spoke to the lawyer day, we spoke. I saw the prosecutor in Tallahassee even got angry because they didn't want me to see the, what's it called? The affidavit, because what they know is, like rush me. Okay, so this must have been Sigfredo's affidavit, which we talked about on that live stream I did a little over a week ago, where it was sealed and then it was unsealed. And I've actually pulled up those motions, believe it or not. The male, that's why. The male, Katie, the male, that's why. Katie. So, but my lawyer said, no, I'm here with her right now. We were reading it. The male, Katie, so I was reading it, whatever. So it's fine. I'm like, the lawyer was just saying there's too many holes, too many loopholes, The male, that's why. No problem if you know him. You know him because he's calling you. He's the father of your children. He can call whatever time. That's why. Katie, so I told him, I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to go to the house. The male, that's why it's dangerous. I don't want to. Only me, the children and me. The male, no. Katie, I just want my family. He told me because he spoke to unintelligible to not worry. Unknown male. He said he spoke to him. He said that we should go to comms because it's Haley's birthday. Get out. Katie. And he also told me that he doesn't want to, unintelligible. He's that kind of person. He doesn't want that. Unknown male. Yeah, he doesn't want his children to see him. No. Not the children, but me. He doesn't want the male. Yes. Catherine, I deposited money in his account for whatchamacallits. Then I had to put my card. Is she talking about giving Sigfredo money? Katie, and I couldn't. You have a warrant or not, Katie. And then I was like, you're not going to arrest me, whatever, right? And then they're like laughing because there was one unintelligible for the commissary. I deposited money, at least he could eat. Unknown male, so he could eat, huh? Katie, yeah, then I'll make arrangements so he can call his mother because his mother is also nonstop. So that's what Sigfredo's mom. Unknown male, that's why. I understand. Katie, and I feel safer here at least. The male, just hide there, just hide. If you need anything, just tell us. But you need, Katie, I was telling my lawyer, I was like, look, he told me they already know you, who you are. If they want to, of course they're gonna, talk to you. But Katie, but whatever you have to do, and I'm telling him, it's just, I'm scared. I mean, this was, like, I'm almost a mob already. That is all throughout Facebook, all throughout the news, all my friends, the male, everyone, Catherine and their family, everyone, and the male, everyone, Katie, and painting this thing. Then his sister even told us. The sister even said that they saw in his bag. They wanted to plant that. I know they planted it. Okay, they're talking about Sigfredo's sister said there were drugs. When he was arrested, it was really for the drugs. And then I believe he was indicted for the murder after he was arrested, pretty sure. And they're saying he planted the drugs. Unknown male. That's why. Katie, they planted it so they would have a reason to stop because they still don't have, Katie, because they went to his work, talking about the FBI and the police going to his work, went to his work two days ago. Okay, so then this had to be like late May of 2016 because that's when Sigfredo was arrested. Why didn't you take him if you had something? Male, that's why. Katie did something, so they needed to do it, and that's why. Male, that's why. Oh, unknown male. But I want to be sure that you're sure when it comes out, Katie. Male, you will definitely be involved. Katie, I know. My name is already there. The male, when your name comes out, all our names will come out. So we need to hide everything. So just, Katie, I mean, I did that already. Even his mother did that too. I took those out already. The IDs, everything. The male, just be careful. Be sure that everything you do is right. Katie, I'm just afraid because I know what's going to happen to him. I know what they can plant. And there's this person who I know because he's there for some reason in my gut, I think she's thinking about Luis Rivera. The male, will accuse him. Katie, the guy will accuse him because he wants to get out. The male, that's why. Katie, it's not, like everybody knows, everyone in the family is like, this is not, Katie, okay, tell me, okay, he has a, what's it called? It's more believable than the male. That's why. This is, another fear I have if there are others arrested. Katie, unknown male. If it's really true, let's say it's true that it was done, that he's involved. Katie, unknown male, he's involved. Katie, okay, unknown male, that he's involved with the group, okay? Let's say that's what happened. Unknown male, then some persons were arrested. Katie, they said 5 persons according to his sister. Okay, this is all interesting. Unknown male, that's why, according, Katie, you also heard that? 5 persons? They said about 5 or 6 if others were arrested. Well, that's interesting because we've got 5 convictions at this point and 5 or 6. Wendy would make 6, right? So we got Luis, Sigfredo, Donna, Charlie, Katie. Yeah. All right. Unknown male. I would be more afraid about that because it means that he talked and the others who will be arrested will. I'm afraid they'll retaliate against us then. Katie, Male, that's what I'm afraid of. That's my greatest fear, that there will be or not, and the police are all talk. Katie, the male, just scaring. But if there is, Katie, I know they're going to scare me. Unknown male, suddenly. Katie, because that's why last week I had to talk immediately to the what's his name, because no matter what, I want him to be there. No matter what, you talk to them. Unknown male. Oh, just be sure that what happens, be sure that he does not talk. He keeps silent. Katie, no, he knows that. Male, he should just be silent. Katie, he even told me that once they met him, he's bright, like he knows. The male, okay, be silent. No others will be involved. No other criminals should be involved. The male, so that there will be no retaliation, and then there is no truth that was not just that it's high profile. Katie, that's the problem. It's so strong. Everyone is whatchamacallit. They say from the beginning he's a criminal. Katie, then I spoke to him today. I told him, why is that in the news? And everything it says is you got charged like that. That's the news. Male, yeah, Katie, but that's not what's in the paperwork. It's not what it says. The male, this is not what it shows. Katie's, because they don't have evidence. Yeah, the male, that's why. Katie, but I'm saying this is, he lost his job. Katie, lost it. Male, lost it. Yeah. Katie, what will he do? He no longer has a whatchamacallit. His past, which is not good, and now this. So now what will I do? I'm always going to be in fear. Like, that's not fair. The male, just tell Katie, what will I do with, just tell him, Katie, they are on a trip. Male, nothing. Katie, he's on a trip. So is she talking about Charlie? I don't know. Male, no, when I always think about you can get him released. Male, worry about what you're going to do after that. Katie, yeah, the male, just focus on what you need to do now. Don't think about what you need to do tomorrow. Don't think about what you need to do next week. Just think about what you're going to do now, tomorrow. Think about what you need to do that day. Don't worry too much about what will happen afterwards, because then you worry too much. You lose your focus on what you need to do now. Katie, that's why. Katie, today I did everything. I didn't know how I did everything in one day. The male's okay. Just that's all. That's all. Don't think about how he can find a job when he is released. Don't think about that. I know. Male, don't think about that. Don't waste your strength for that. Just think what he needs to be released. Katie, male, if he's not really involved, I'm sure he's not involved, but Katie, I know, I can feel it. Male, I'm sure he is not, but you were not with him then. Katie, that's why, that's another thing, which is the male, you were not with him then. So the male, so just be careful. Just call me whenever you have doubts about what to do. The male, I spoke to my boss. Okay. The male, because I need to protect the company. Okay. Because you used to be our client. So I spoke to them. Katie, they saw, of course. So later, if they search, they can find out you are our clients. Katie, male, blah, blah, blah. Katie, then, unintelligible. Unknown male, that's for sure. The first thing I did was I showed him, he's a lawyer. Male, so of course he's undecided. He doesn't readily, Katie, male, believe the government. He doesn't believe easily. So he tells me that I should tell him. That's what's happening. Male. And he's also searching. So, at least he, she, gender not specified, if it is proven that the person is not guilty. Katie, male, whatever they need. I told him, thank you. The male, just to be sure that whatever is needed. I mean, we have a lot of lawyers. We can fight that. But Katie, okay. Male, we don't know if Katie, to what extent. Male, if he is involved or not. Because I said, if it turns out later that someone paid him, okay, I'll give you 1,000. Katie, Male, I just need you to drive. You just drive. Katie, unknown male, I don't know. The other is just as stupid. Okay, all I have to do is drive. Give me money. I'll drive. Katie, of course. Male, going there. Male, so we'll know. I know in my heart. Katie, Male, they say he was the killer. No. Katie, of course. Male, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Katie, so true. Nothing at all. Everyone in his family. Male, I don't believe that. Katie, the family all the way to Brazil are what's it called? Now everybody. That's why you won't see me in Facebook anymore. Male, yeah. Katie, you don't see my whatchamacallit anymore. Male, I don't believe that he's the intelligent to find out to get there. That's what he's that good. That Katie, that's why. Geez. Male, no, I mean, sorry, but it can't be. But if you tell me that someone paid him 500 to drive from here to there, Katie, male, then drive back, not knowing anything. Yeah, I'll believe that. Okay, whoever she's talking to sure seems to kind of know the deal. Katie, yeah, the male. So we'll see. Katie, I'm just afraid because there is this one person there. So then I saw his name after I read the affidavit. Male, yeah, that's dangerous. Male, maybe he's the one who just talked to. Katie, that's what I said. Then what also happened was the wife kept saying to me, okay, I need to see you. I'm like, no, because obviously I know. I wonder if that's Jessica. Male, yeah, Katie, everybody knows, Yeah, Katie, Ricardo went. He posted on Facebook. You guys need to stop all this shit, Katie, like you guys can be posting stuff while everybody taking it down. Everybody knows. The male, yeah, I know. Katie, I saw everybody. They're like, no, this cannot be. I mean, he's done stupid stuff, but come on. Male, yeah, I know, but still, you're not. Katie, well, I'm scared. I mean, I'm scared. Exactly. The thing is, I don't know what happened. The male, that's why. So just take care of the children. Just tell me if you want to hide the kids here. I'll take them. Do what you need to do. Katie, that's what they say. Why are they here? The kids. The male, it's vacation. No more school. Katie, they have no school. I know. The male will make up something or whatnot. Just that the most important, the male for me, Katie, yeah, the male, if can help, he can help. I have no problem with that. The children need to be protected. The children's name should not come out. Katie, yeah. Male, it shouldn't. What's the most important? Katie, okay, the male, the two should. Katie, I should tell the unknown male, including mine, because if your name comes out, Katie, the male, all of theirs will come out. We should be very sure that's the most if we have to spend money to protect these four. So then it does seem to be Francis, right? Because he's got kids and the other brother didn't have kids. Unknown male, so they don't get involved. Yours and the other two. Male, I have no problem with that, okay? Katie, okay. The male, okay, so what's the most important? Second, we get him released. Katie, I like that. So, Katie, that's why I told my lawyer, he's already working on it. Then his so far away, I said. Male, yeah. Katie, he can't come to me. He can't go upstairs. Male, yeah, he can't go upstairs. But if he goes there, male, Nothing more, Katie. They will make sure this was an example. Like they will make it like the Trayvon thing. Yeah, correct. So we'll see. Okay, Katie. Okay, Male, be strong. Okay, Katie. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye. If you go to this video with this thumbnail, says Sigfredo Garcia, it's got his probable cause affidavit in there, and I've read it out loud. Shows also the order to seal it, and then also the order to lift the seal. But this is what Katie and her brother were talking about in this call that I just painfully read out loud. Pretty sure that brother was Francis Magbanua, who had the wife that was convicted of embezzling almost $1.2 million. So just trying to piece it all together. But if you want to hear more, go watch that video. Thanks.
The state isn't going to decide to arrest me. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
I believe that the truth has a way of coming out.
Okay, so we think like he's not waking up. Like, is that?
There is enough circumstantial evidence there to infer that Wendy took affirmative steps to help further the conspiracy.